What's going on, everyone? AndCap24 here from Playbook.gg, and in today's video we're going to revisit the PA double post, the gun wing slot offset. Now I know we've gone over this play several times. We showed you cover 4 beaters, cover 3 beaters, cover 2 beaters. One of my favorite plays in Madden. But I keep on getting a lot of remarks from people saying, I love it, but it's not my playbook. And that's what this basically video is going to be about. Is when we do videos, we want to make sure that you understand the concept behind what we're doing and how you can duplicate this in maybe a current playbook that you're in so you can have the same success that the play that we've shown in the video will give you. Now, if this is the first time checking out our channel and you want to win more games playing Madden, hit that subscribe button below. Don't forget to also click that bell icon to make sure you never miss any of our videos. So we're going to be looking at the Steelers playbook as a point of reference to illustrate this point. Okay, the reason why is it has gun wing slot offset, already has the play that we've talked about. It has a really nice, if you look at the play, the red route's a deep 18-yard vertical stem post. It's got that nice post next to it that has the ability to motion to the right. We've shown you this before. Now, if you go through the playbook, you're going to see in the gun doubles halfback week, there's a play called double post. This play can be found in several different playbooks, I think about 5 to 10 playbooks, with the formation called gun doubles halfback week. However, if I toggle over one more formation, you're going to see gun doubles Y off week has the same exact play. The only difference between this formation and the other in the name and in the alignment is where the tight end is lined up. So when you go through your playbook, this formation or this play and the routes in it can be found in almost every single playbook in Madden 20, depending on the name it's under. It could be under an offset, depending on where the running back and the tight end line up. The name might be different, but the concept's the same. So I'm going to show you that here. I'm going to go a little bit into this play and kind of go over a little bit of the details to make it work better for you as well, okay? So the concept is basically taking this Y, moving them to the right. And the reason why I do this is because the Y has a nice outside release on its vertical stem, and it has a nice unique angle that gets up the field, and it's a much better route into pulling the right safety to the sidelines than a corner route because of the speed and the timing of the way it does it. We like this A route, it goes across the field, and obviously the X route is that deep post, right? I'm going to block the running back, and then what I typically do with this B is I have a couple different ways to utilize him. I like to put him on a smoke screen, that's my favorite way, but you can put him on a drag or an in just for quick options and also to get the A open on the left-hand side. But the B on the smoke screen gives me an option to dump it off to him like a smash concept, or if someone blitzes, it's just kind of a quick option to kind of live another down for 3 to 5 yards, okay? Now, the idea of this is we want to extend the Y to get the safety to the right, the A gets the safety to wide and left, and we have about 30 to 35 yards to throw this ball to the X, okay? Now, everybody knows in Madden 20, the click on the safeties once the ball's in the air is probably at its best it's been in a really long time. So you really need that separation of the safeties in order to throw it to this X receiver. Now, depending on the flow of the game, I'm going to kind of go ahead and give you a little bit of some tips to get this ball a little bit easier. So I'm just going to throw it as if nothing's going on. I'm just trying to throw it. And I'm basically going to stay back here with my quarterback, throw this ball over the top, and you can see that we go ahead, complete it, and get a good yardage, okay? If I'm playing against the computer, or if I'm playing against somebody that I don't see having the stick skills or the click on speed, you're going to be able to do that really well against pretty much any player, right? Now, the better players that you go against, the ones that are going to use their safeties, click on them, you're playing mutt and they got some really fast guys, that's not going to work as well. We're going to talk about that, okay? And the reason why is what we're trying to do here is we're getting that safety to widen out all the way to basically to that red line. See how it gets all the way over there? And then this safety gets widened out over there. You're going to see that the safeties are just got a huge amount of room in between them. And the reason why we can throw this there is because we're pass leading it in between them, catch it and go there, right? And it's kind of hard for someone to think to click on the right safety in this situation. They're typically going to click on the left safety and it's going to be on a trail route, and that's why it's successful, okay? Now, we're going to show you different ways we can make that better. The first thing we can do is shorten our throw. And the reason why is that if you look on this instant replay, I probably threw this about 8 yards, 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. I can see the 40-yard line. I'll probably throw this around the 31, 32, right? Actually, yeah, right around the 31 is where my front foot is. That elongates the throw further. It gives the ball more time in the air and allows the safeties to get there. So a good tip is, if you want to make this throw, try to climb the pocket, try to reduce the ball in the air because you're throwing from maybe the 38, 39 yard line closer to the line of scrimmage, allowing yourself to be able to throw that a little bit easier. You can control a lot when it comes to the little details to make plays more successful. And I want to make sure I hammer that in. Okay, same exact route combination. And what we could do is climb the pocket. Now, the second thing that we can do is we can shorten this X route by putting him on a smart route and shortening that stem so he breaks quicker and then the angle's different. And in that case, you're going to want to throw it to him quicker and let his basically legs do the work, right? So you do something like this. Basically, if you can climb the pocket, throw this ball over here, catch that ball, and then basically use your legs. That time I probably threw it a little bit too quick because I allowed the guy to come over. But these are things that you want to make sure that you get the practice mode, make sure that you get the timing, get into house rules. In my opinion, is probably the best way to do this because it's free, I guess, live action that you can get because you really don't have to worry about it, right? I climb the pocket here, see that this guy's over here, throw this ball, catch this ball. Really hard for a player to click on and get the leverage there because the ball's not in the air very long and it's a bullet pass. I want to make sure I hammer that point. The other thing you could do is move the pocket. Okay, you have an escape artist, you have a talented player, move the pocket. Zan has shown different videos on this where if you double team like the outside player, you can move the pocket to the right. So if I do this, I double team, this guy, and I want to make sure that I go ahead and move the pocket, I will get this player on the right side, that safety, to actually jump the Y on the sidelines, leaving us even more room to throw the X. So what I'm saying here is if you can move the pocket, if the guy's not open, throw it to this guy, right? It's kind of one of those deals, like I said, he's your safety valve. If you don't see that you can get over to the right because maybe your guy just had bad leverage, whatever the case is, then that's something that you can use right away. That's a simple read. And you can see how I did use that and said, oh gosh, this isn't going to work. Let me go ahead and change that, right? Now, I'm going to try to go ahead and double team this player, but because he's so far outside, it's going to probably be bad with this alignment. I'll pinch him in just so you can see, a little bit more success of what I'm talking about. But you can see if you can get him to get outside, you can see that the Y actually jumps that player down there, and now you kind of throw it over his head. Okay, see how that worked a little bit differently? Now you're almost not worrying about splitting them. You can throw it over the top of them. And these are things that I want to make sure that you understand when you're doing play designs. The little details are what helps you have success. So don't worry about, I couldn't fit that in because of the click on. Well, maybe you need to move the pocket. Maybe you have an escape artist, move in the pocket here, and you can see that if somebody isn't there, you can dump that off, live another down. But I'm going to use that and watch the safety on the right come down. And when he comes down, now I've got the ability to throw it over his head, and it's going to be an easy catch, okay? And that's what I want to make sure that I hammer in this video. It's really about understanding that concepts can be relayed from formation to formation. And just because it's in gun slot offset and we love it there doesn't mean it can't be used in the gun doubles weak, gun doubles Y off. Second is own your success. What I mean by that is if you're not having success, look for the little details that you can do to improve your success. Is it shortening the route so I can throw it to him quicker so I can let him do it? Is it moving the pocket so I can throw it over the top? Is it getting a stronger armed quarterback to make the throw? Is it getting a opportunity to basically, looking at the speed or the routes? Do I need a post specialist if I'm playing MUT in order to make this work better if you want to build your offense around it? Don't look at things and say it's a failure. It's look at it the opposite way and say, what can I do to make it better? Do I have to climb the pocket to keep the ball from being in the air longer? I know I'm kind of preaching to the choir here, and I don't want to feel that way. I just want to make sure that I teach you every little thing I can in order to make sure that you have the success to make a play that is successful, and not make small mistakes to make sure that you make it to where the success level is lesser and lesser each time because you're not running it to the way that it needs to be run. So just kind of a quick video. I know it kind of probably went a little bit longer, but it was more about the philosophy of the game and kind of making sure that your mindset is different. Now, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you check out these videos below for the most helpful Madden tips. If you're looking to learn from the best players in the world, head over to www.playbook.gg for the most detailed game plans in Madden.